Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. The Petty Show just released some more video and released some more information. Orlando Brown leaks Bow Wow freak-off footage with Diddy. Bow Wow response. Bow Wow responds. So we got a Bow Wow response, y'all. Check this out. This about to get messy. This about to get messy. But before we do that, y'all make sure y'all go purchase a copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset, written by none other than me, Big Kish. Y'all please go support me. Please, please. The link is in the description. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Orlando Brown, when he mentioned that you guys had a relationship.
I said that.
Bow Wow's a good person, and what you said
Bow Wow
is a
was
lie.
raving, and
No,
I
he's
had
not.
the
He's not.
liar. In this industry, what you must understand is, when you do sell your soul, you are allowed to live forever.
Get out. Get out. He explained and get out to us. Now, they're about to throw some gems up in here. It ain't just about Bow Wow, but check it out. Just get out.
And these people that are called youngins, rookies, new booties, had no idea that these people still live.
He was about 11, 12. He couldn't go with me when I go to the strip club, right? So them strippers was outside the club, on the street, dancing for this nigga in a truck. And that nigga has been scarred ever since then.
I felt like there's.
And remind me to react to that video FD Signifier. He just did a breakdown of how, young men be getting treated and don't nobody be saying like it's the cool thing. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying?
Other people who could look up and look at my situation and how I handled it, and maybe that they can use what Bow Wow did and implement that into their real life, and maybe that they can gain the courage to finally get over that. Yeah, man, it was a rough little ride, man. As a kid, I told my mama, man, I never want to go back over there again. I never want to see that again in my life. I'm cool.
Bow Wow has finally responded to Orlando Brown's wild claims about their relationship, but fans aren't buying it, and they're convinced Orlando is speaking in code and hinting at something much darker that allegedly happened to young Bow Wow when he was just starting in the industry.
I don't want anyone to own my soul.
Well, that's not the main prize. The main prize is your butt and the things they can make you do to when you give up everything, you give up everything. You're soulless.
Orlando even hinted there's footage of Bow Wow at one of Diddy's parties.
What is Adam 22 talking about? He's already done. He's already done. I don't know what he's talking about. Do y'all think Bow Wow and Orlando Brown had something going on? Y'all let me know.
And this footage allegedly shows Bow Wow in some compromising situations, but it gets even deeper when you bring in Jermaine Dupri. Rumors have been swirling for a while now about Jermaine's involvement in some shady business with the young stars he mentioned, and these rumors take on a whole different meaning if you know what Cat Williams said about Jermaine.
What's happening, Pop?
Don't forget about Chris Cross, y'all.
I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah? Jermaine Dupri, king of the... If you ask me, baby.
And knowing that Jermaine was one of the rare celebrities who jumped to Diddy's defense, fans are now wondering if there's more to the Bow Wow and Orlando Brown situation than we're being told.
Some people are saying if the federal government is doing the raid, they must have something on him. You think he did it? You think he did anything illegal?
I don't buy it. I don't think so.
All right.
So could there be a bigger connection here? What exactly did Bow Wow say about Orlando Brown's claims? And more importantly, is Orlando really hinting at something much darker that goes on behind the scenes in the industry? Let's break it down.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that dude is hilarious. He's hilarious.
But you know people believe that though, Bow.
If they believe there's something wrong with them, they crazy as hell.
So Bow Wow is finally speaking out about Orlando Brown's claim that they slept together. And while he tried to laugh it off, fans are reading between the lines. Bow Wow recently appeared on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, and he couldn't stop laughing when Shannon mentioned Orlando's name. He also quickly dismissed the whole thing, saying you'd have to be crazy to actually believe that.
Orlando Brown, when he mentioned that you guys had a relationship. I mean, But I mean, he it's like, bro, come on now.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that dude is hilarious. He's hilarious. Like,
but you know, people believe that though. Wow.
If they believe there's something wrong with them, they crazy.
People believe it. People believe it. You grew up with JD, and JD was doing all type of wild stuff. He had crisscross. And Orlando Brown ain't gonna be sitting up here lying. So I don't know. Y'all need to figure that out.
Crazy as hell. they done drunk 2 shades straight.
Bow Wow also suggested that Orlando might be acting wild for attention and getting paid to say all these crazy things, and he made it clear that Orlando's comments don't bother him.
That dude is smart and he know what he's doing.
Right.
He ain't no fool. Okay. He ain't no fool. I seen an interview where he said, people pay me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when I get the bag, how much the money is determines,
what
am I gonna be crazy? Because I can be Orlando and we can have a casual conversation. We can talk.
He talking about the Say Cheese interview. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to go over that joint. Orlando Brown was acting regular, like no jokes, for straight 2 hours.
We can deal with it.
I ain't tripping, man. I'm laughing. It's
right.
It's clownery.
Right.
We laugh at stuff like that.
Right.
I ain't tripping on Orlando Brown like that.
Now, if you haven't been keeping up, Orlando has been talking about Bow Wow in interviews for years, claiming they did things together.
Lil Bow Wow was on there.
You got a problem with Lil Bow Wow?
I ain't got a problem with Lil Bow Wow. Lil Bow Wow got some bomb ass.
Ooh.
And every time someone questioned him, Orlando stuck to his story and kept insisting that Bow Wow was involved with him, and he even dared Bow Wow to address it directly.
You've been going a little viral lately with all your comments about Lil Bow Wow. Mm-hmm. So what's all going on with all that?
Okay, look at.
Well, he's got good.
Ooh.
Sorry to tell you.
Okay.
Were you surprised when he responded to you?
I didn't get a response. I didn't get a response at all. That was no response.
Well, he came back with something. You didn't see the response?
We didn't get a response. That wasn't a response. A response is physically saying something with your mouth, like when you, hey, whoa, that's a response, bro. Like this isn't like I'm old school Hollywood, bro. Like when it come down to it, it's like you got to say something, bro. It's not about the publicist saying something for you. You know what the hell I'm talking about. Say something.
Okay, he did tweet.
That's cute. That's cute. We want him to say something. That's cute. We want him to say something though. Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't got nothing to say to.
Okay. Do you expect him to say anything else or any more?
Ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. He has to address that.
Now, some people feel that Bow Wow's response on Club Shay Shay was enough, and he doesn't need to say anything more. And while some think Orlando is just genuinely crazy, others agree with Bow Wow that Orlando could be acting crazy for a check. But there's also a group of people who believe Orlando is only acting crazy so he can speak the truth without facing any consequences. And some fans even think Orlando might be hinting that something happened to Bow Wow when he was just starting in the industry. And this is interesting because Orlando isn't the first to suggest this, and there have been rumors for years that Bow Wow was one of those young stars who was taken advantage of and then blackmailed. One fan said, Bow Wow definitely did something gay in Hollywood, but thought it would get swept under the rug like the rest of some things. But lucky for us, we have Orlando Brown that'll tell us what goes on in Hollywood's secret society. Keep truth telling Orlando. And someone else.
Orlando see, they try to count Orlando off as being crazy, but some of that stuff he be saying is true. Cause you can't just totally disregard the things that he been through. Like with the Major Payne thing. When he was doing that Major Payne act, when he said that Damon Wayans was smashing her, I think that stuff be true, man. It's like he not gonna be up here talking this and don't none of it be true. Come on, man. He been amongst the great. He's a Disney kid. He's a Disney kid. He been amongst all the actors.
Wrote, Bow Wow has been touched in this industry when he was younger. I truly believe that, because knowing what we know about the industry now is like, who did what? But is there any proof that something happened to Bow Wow in his early days in the industry? Well, here's what we know. Bow Wow was only 3 years old when he started rapping for fun, and his big break came in 1993 when he caught the attention of Snoop Dogg. Bow Wow ended up being featured on Snoop's famous Doggy Style album with the song
Little Kid on a Doggy Style album. Y'all let me know. And see, that's why I like 2025. They call out all the stuff that everybody thought was cool, because this was what a lot of us grew up in. You know what I'm saying? It's not our fault, but it's our duty to change the wrongdoings that people grew up normally thinking that stuff was normal. Is it appropriate to have a young Bow Wow on the Doggy Style album? Y'all let me know. Is that appropriate? Knowing he got to see this, knowing he got to, you know, I remember seeing this. My uncle, a DJ, I remember seeing all these little, and you lick my balls. I'm like, lick balls? What is that? I'm a child listening to the DJ and listening to all of this. Is it appropriate? Y'all let me know. I want y'all, I ain't even going to ask you, I ain't going to tell you if it's appropriate. I ain't going to tell you if I think it's appropriate or not. Y'all let me, I want to see where y'all mind at. Is stuff like this appropriate?
G's and Hustlers. And at just 6 years old, he even got to perform on the Arsenio Hall show.
The future. Tell him your name.
Bow Wow.
This is Bow Wow. Y'all hear that? Can y'all hear him? Yes. He's the future. He's a rapper too. He gonna drop and y'all go out and grab his stuff soon. We're gonna do this intro, okay? This is a comedian. You like comics? Cool.
Oh, look. He started off early, boy. Word, he's bond. He started off early.
They say they have a jump her with booty. Do they eat that fast? So it's daisy, it's crazy. Fly to the pan, to the grit, to the gravy.
So things were going great for Bow Wow while he was under Snoop Dogg's guidance. But let's jump to 1998 when
Look, why y'all think he had on the jersey on backwards? Who y'all think gave him that idea? Telling y'all, man. Telling y'all.
Wow while he was under Snoop Dogg's guidance. But let's jump to 1998 when Bow Wow met Jermaine Dupri. This meeting turned out to be a major turning point in Bow Wow's career, and Jermaine played a huge role in helping him rise to stardom and find his place in the music world. However, there's a darker side to this story. Rumors say that this meeting with Jermaine exposed Bow Wow to the dark side of the music industry where young artists can be taken advantage of. So there's this old video that recently resurfaced featuring a former security guard from the infamous Tunnel nightclub in NYC. And this man shared some disturbing details about Bow Wow's early years in the industry, claiming Bow Wow was very young when he was allegedly taken advantage of by an older woman.
Hey, that big booty Puerto Rican chick from Newark, New Jersey, by Broad Street in the projects. You know who I'm talking about. You know what you did with Bow Wow. Why you gonna that little nigga?
Oh.
You know he was only 15, 16 when he came up in the.
Oh.
How you gonna do that to the man? And now he on BET about to marry a chick. You did him dirty.
So if what the bouncer claims is true, that means Bow Wow was already being mentored by Jermaine at the time. Jermaine became a father figure to Bow Wow, who was raised by a single mother and had a difficult relationship with his father, who struggled with alcoholism. And then on top of this, there were rumors in the 90s that Bow Wow was also taken advantage of by a male bodyguard, possibly in Jermaine's limo. When Bow Wow was interviewed on Vlad TV in 2018, they actually asked him about this rumor, and he denied it, claiming he had no idea where it even came from. However, fans quickly noticed that his body language seemed to tell a different story.
The one rumor that's always kind of lingered around that I don't think that you've ever addressed, and I just want to ask you flat out, there's been the crazy rumor that you got security guard.
That's crazy.
You've heard that before?
Yeah, that was like the first rumor that like ever had came out. I'll never forget that. Paris, France. I was in Paris coming back to the States, and I was going through the airport. I believe I was going to Philly, and I had to call into the radio station and just clear that shit. It never really, it never was really nothing crazy. Like, cause like I said, like, people gonna talk, people gonna make up stuff.
See, he's conditioned to think that ain't crazy. You playing with my name like that, yeah, that is crazy. He's so used to people saying stuff and don't nobody know if it's really true. But that's why we got Orlando Brown giving us, giving us, you know what I'm saying?
Stuff, people gonna say things, that's just a part of the game. You know what I mean? People have said the most craziest
pause
about people all the time, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't even know where that started from. I don't even know where that bogus even came from. So, but nah, I don't even really, I never really had to, that might be like my fourth time ever really having to like answer that question before. Yeah, nobody asked me that.
Right. Because what, this was pre-internet? This was like early in your career?
Yeah. That was like the first rumor that ever like started on me as me being famous. I'm like, I don't know what the okay. I'm like, well, all right.
Okay, that's a hell of a rumor, man.
Yeah.
At the same time, there's been a lot of talk that Bow Wow's ex-fiancée, Erica Mena, hinted at him being a victim after they broke up in 2015. Erica said at the time, he has a lot of demons he needs to deal with. He needs to talk to someone. But we're just getting started here because many fans...
That's why we need strong fathers out here, y'all. This is why we need strong fathers, street dad, geek dad, avoiding the manufactured mindset. You got Lil Bow Wow. Who you got? You got Usher. Who else you got? You got a lot of these children just have one parent. I ain't gonna say the gender, because I know people be up in their feelings. Well, I ain't gonna say the gender. Be having one parent. But if they had that father, oh no, we not doing that, bro. Hold on. What? You want to take my son where? You let me and his mother know that that's what we need, y'all. That's what we need. We don't need nobody starstruck, taking our children nowhere, promising them no record deals and none of that stuff. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Did it go down with Lil Bow Wow and Orlando Brown? This is wild.
Fans believe the incidents involving young Bow Wow at the tunnel and with his bodyguard weren't just random, and they think Jermaine might have been the first to take advantage of Bow before setting him up to be exploited by others. See, there have been rumors online for years about Jermaine mistreating young artists he mentored, and a lot of these rumors focused on Fr3eak, the hip-hop duo Jermaine mentored since they were about 12 years old.
We just reacted to this the other day. Y'all remember? Check it out.
Introduced the trend of wearing pants backwards. Their video would also be a poignant example as to why many other people in the 90s began sporting their clothes backward.
Maybe you can turn around now.
So at one point, a social media user directly confronted Jermaine about these rumors and commented on one of his posts. Yeah, 17 years ago, you were molesting Fr3eak, even had a lawsuit which they won, but it was kept from the public. But Jermaine fired back saying, you must be out of your effing mind. I should sue you for writing this disrespectful ish on my page. F out of here. However, Jermaine never sued anyone over these allegations, and those rumors never really went away. And then Cat Williams added even more fuel to the fire by calling Jermaine the king of the PDF files.
What's happening, Puff? I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah? Jermaine Dupri, king of the files if you ask me, baby.
Ooh.
But then things got even weirder. Bow Wow and Jermaine had a very public falling out, and in 2018, Bow Wow added to the rumors when he tweeted, "Yo, Jermaine Dupri, if you don't answer my call, I'm going to tell the world that you and blank space." This cryptic tweet made everyone start guessing what Bow...
See, I ain't know about this one. I ain't know about this tweet right here. See, Bow Wow knows some stuff, y'all. Yo, Jermaine Dupri, if you don't answer my call, I'm going to tell the world that you and... See? He knows something.
That you and blank space. This cryptic tweet made everyone start guessing what Bow Wow was hinting at. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any stranger, a video started circulating where Jermaine talked about taking Bow Wow to exotic clubs back in the day and letting adult dancers get close to him. And get this, he even joked about how Bow Wow has been scarred by this experience.
He was about 11, 12. He couldn't go with me when I go to the strip club, right? So I leave out here at the studio.
Yo.
And I tell him, you know what I mean, Bow, you gotta stay here, don't do nothing, don't fuck up the studio, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Play some video games, stay here. Nigga made a whole fuss about him staying and how he ain't want to go and he just wanted to goddamn sit in the truck. I just sit outside while y'all in there. Nigga was going crazy, right? So I said, fuck it, we gonna take this to the strip club. You gonna sit your ass in the truck while I go out, while I go inside the strip club. Now I'm going to the strip club for hours. Nigga gonna sit, he wanna sit in the truck for hours. So I must have went to the bathroom while I'm in the strip club, and I had a girl dance with me, and it was a whole bunch of dancers. When I came out from the bathroom, they was all gone, right? Now, mind you, this was right when Bounce With Me had really just got going. So he had a little, you know, he was who he is. Dude, them strippers was outside the club, on the street, dancing for this nigga in a truck. Nigga was sitting in the truck.
What they were doing, JD?
And he wasn't throwing no money. He wasn't throwing no money. And no girl.
Where they at? The ones who was out there dancing for him. That ain't cool. Now, see, back then, all that stuff was cool. Yeah, get them said that. Look, FD Signify just did a nice breakdown of all of that. How people used to think it's cool that, you know, the women would be on the young man and stuff like that. It ain't cool, man. I'm happy that the world is evolving into that stuff not being cool no more. This way we can have more structurized families. You know what I'm saying?
Was outside dancing around my truck for nigga in the car. Yeah, that's funny. And that nigga has been, and that nigga has been scarred ever since then.
Y'all heard that word, scarred. Scarred. Replace that word with impressionable. Now he got all these demons on him. All these lust demons on him. Now when he grow up, he got to go from women to women to women to women to feel fulfilled. This is what happens when you introduce the things at a young age. Now this makes you the ultimate whore. You know what I'm saying? That's what it does.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't have shit to do with it.
Yes, you do. It was the girls you was like, yo, Jenny, listen, you gotta look. Yes, you do, man. Like,
He's telling on JD. He's telling on him.
Because look, you got to think from like a younger dude perspective. It's like growing up in the hood and you got that the homie the big homie pulling up around.
Look at that nigga. Look at Baller. Look what Baller wrote.
I can't.
Sugar and white chocolate. Yeah.
And it looks like Bow Wow still has a lot of resentment towards Jermaine, and you can see it in his reactions whenever his name is brought up. In 2022, fans asked Bow Wow which song he's most proud of, and he replied, "I'm a flirt," because it was without JD and it went #1 without JD, and I wrote it without JD. My whole career I had to overprove to folks I'm not to be played with. It was like Kobe winning without Shaq. Even JD told me, if you think you can do it without me, then do it. Welp, I did. And then when another fan pointed out that Bow Wow and Jermaine had great chemistry in the studio, Bow Wow clapped back saying, "Me and Jay have no work chemistry. I ain't worked with that boy in years. He do him and I do me." Also, when Bow Wow appeared on Math Hoffa's My Expert Opinion, he hinted that his fallout with Jermaine happened after Jermaine and his So-So Def label signed a deal with Arista, the label founded by Diddy's mentor Clive Davis. Bow Wow thought Jermaine would bring him along, but he later realized he wasn't even officially signed to So-So Def, as Jermaine had actually tied him to Columbia Records instead.
When he left, I'm like, oh. Now that I got older, I'm like, I get it. He couldn't take me contractually. I never was signed to this man. That's when I found out I never was signed to So-So Def. If I was going to Ariston. But I belonged to Tommy Mottola and Donnie Iron. They wouldn't let that happen.
Now, speaking of Clive,
you see how he worded that? I belong to. When people sign up like that, they belong to these people. That's why Lil Baby, when QC sold they catalog, Lil Baby was going around trying to sell his like life rights. Could you purchase my life rights for me? Ask Jay-Z that. Could you purchase? These people are selling their life rights out here, man. This is a wicked game. And Jaguar Wright said he's way more evil evil than P. Diddy. Clive, people can't even talk. Matter of fact, I'm about to skip him. You can't even talk about him on YouTube. Clive, you can't even say his name on you. You're not even supposed to say his name on YouTube. This is why they got this music up so loud.
Davis and Diddy, Jermaine has been acting strange ever since the feds started investigating Diddy. Instead of staying quiet, he was one of the few celebrities to publicly defend him, which led fans to wonder if Diddy had some dirt on Jermaine. After Homeland Security raided Diddy's homes in March 2024, Jermaine was asked to comment, and he got really defensive, trying to shift the focus and suggesting that Diddy was being unfairly targeted.
I also want to ask about everything happening to Diddy. Were you surprised?
Yeah, we're seeing that already. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this Lil Bow Wow and Orlando Brown situation. Did something happen? I don't know. I know these people, when you grew up in this industry like this, you become a target. You become a target. It's more than just P. Diddy. P. Diddy ain't no lone wolf in this. It's a lot of people out here who has the same evil thoughts as Diddy. And these are the people with the money. These are the people with the bag. And they approach them. You want to be rich. You want to be famous. That's the devil approaching you. Okay, let's see what, do this, do that. They'll start seeing how easily persuaded you are. And then once they see that you weak, you don't know how to fend for yourself, you slow, you don't like to read and all that. You don't want no contracts, nothing. All you want to do is be a star and hold up stacks of money up to your ear and all of that. They're going to give you a nice whip in the chain, and that's your slave deal. There you go. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset will be linked in the description. Y'all, please go cop this. Go get your copy, y'all. Thanks for your support for everybody who already purchased the book. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.